He wasn't served within the 120 days permitted that was allowed. Not only that, but they didn't have subject matter jurisdiction because she never applied for services within the state of Florida, was his arguments.
Okay, I got you. I had stepped off when y'all was talking about jurisdiction earlier. I had to do something, but okay, I got it. I got that. I appreciate that.
For sure.
If service of the which process, guys?
Because see, here in Texas, uh, service of process has to be initiated within 90 days. At the point in time Greg brought his case up, it had to be within 120 days, but they didn't attempt to serve Greg till almost 9 years later.
But what?
Yeah, and I'm seeing that in a lot of Florida cases. They send that notice of proceeding, but they don't serve it. They just say they send it to the address on record. That's all
Well,
they
if,
say.
well, then if they sending it to the address on record, then shit, that's not you. Law states that it has to be served to you.
Right.
There y'all go. Which process, people? What does that say?
Initial process and initial pleading.
So from the day they took it down to the courthouse and it started, that's boom, 120 days start.
Right, like for instance, with my case here in Texas, the day that it was filed, they have 90 days after the date is stamped as filed to have it served.
And if they don't, the court what? What's the magic word?
They must. Not may, but they must.
Direct the service be effected within a specified time, or what?
Or must dismiss the action without prejudice, which was done in my case.
But wasn't done in mine. And that's only provided that if the plaintiff shows good cause or excusable neglect for the failure, the court must extend. But they can only do it on the initial one. So when it came back to the second one, they couldn't amend it and then amend it again.
Amend it again, yeah. And then that violated the law because they amended it. They had two amended proceedings which they didn't excuse themselves from the court, correct?
You didn't get request for leave of the court, right?
So you start, okay, they didn't have subject matter jurisdiction, but you added in the child support guideline, the parenting plans. Was that just like a bonus on top of it, along with not being served with it?
Who gives a fuck about the other part? You didn't do the first thing. I just threw that out.
I say you mentioned it in your oral arguments, though. You say they don't have a child support guideline sheet attached to the final order.
Yeah, but I believe those were just other points that he made where those were fundamental errors on behalf of the plaintiff.
Might be conflating the cases too. There's two different issues.
Oh yeah, there's two different cases. You're correct.
So the one with you, yeah, you're right. So are these two different? Are these child support cases different? Or are these the state farms that you're referring to the subject matter?
The both cases were child support cases. The case involving him and Monica Smallwood, and the other one
didn't have subject matter jurisdiction. The other one didn't have the child support guidelines attached to it.
Correct.
Okay, all right, I got you. Bet. Both my three cases are all the same. I wasn't served for them, and ain't no parenting plan or child support guideline. But I was stuck on the child support guideline. I wasn't even studying the service of process because I'm looking at notice sent to the last address on record. Then it started clicking like, wait, I never actually was served. No sheriff came, and then I'm filing for split custody, and I'm having to do all of that. I'm having to go down to the sheriff's office, fill out summons, get packets, do the guide. I had to do all of that.
John, calm down. 1, 2.
My boy said, calm down.
Don't forget, the issue is the issue. Whatever it is the issue. I just told them.
I'm saying that's what woke me up to the issue. The fact that I had to do all of that. I'm like, damn, I had to go down to the sheriff's office. I had to get them served. I had to do that. And it made me think, well, damn, they have to do that. And I'm realizing
Yeah,
like,
they
damn,
have to do it. If you got to
but
do
they
it, they got
didn't
to
know.
do it.
But they
There's
didn't. That's what I'm saying. That's what woke me up to it. Like, damn, I had to do this, but they didn't do any of this. They didn't, no parenting plan, no guideline. I didn't get served. They made me do all of that as I'm filing for my split equal time sharing with my kids.
you're explaining something to me that I can't give you relief from. If those are the issues, those are the issues. I'm not looking at, so I don't care. I'm just telling you what the issues are. I answered your
I
question.
got you.
We all that excitement that we seem to get into, hey, the issue is the issue. I could have said, hey,
Got
you know, stupid ass motherfucker, you know, good and goddamn well you see that bitch ain't served.